Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Blake and Sal Show with Mark, celebrating its 10-year anniversary, dominating the podcast world. Now sit back and relax, and let's welcome your host, Blake and Sal.
See through bloodshot. Make sure you play some rights. Or you know what? Are we running out of time? Are we hiding from the light? Are we just too scared to fight for what we want to know?
Hello and welcome to the Big Sal Show with Mark, episode number 454. This week without Mark. Let me bring on my co-host, the Big Sal podcasting. Sal, how you doing?
A Blake and Sal show with Mark without Mark.
Without Mark, yes. I'm calling back to the live show we did weeks ago. Oh man. So before I even introduce our guest today, I'm opening up with the new Pink Trust Fall. I may have just fallen more in love with Pink than I even was before I watched the Howard Stern interview. Like, I love her more now than I did, and that's a lot.
Yes.
So I hate the fact that I hate the fact that I enjoy Howard Stern's interviews right now. I absolutely hate that I love him. I hate that.
I love Howard Stern.
So I've never been a Howard Stern fan. I was an O&A guy, so I never was a Howard Stern fan.
Well, there you go.
So all right, let's bring on our special guest.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. You got to see that's how I dream to be. Take my room, take my room, like night.
You know, when I say we're gonna do a hockey themed show, there's really no one else we can reach out to than our buddy Mike. Mike, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me again.
Anytime, you know that. Anytime. So and besides, anything to play the team music is good enough for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway, let's actually start the show, Sal, so we can get into things. We have a lot of stuff to discuss. Help support the show and all the platforms. You can find us at theblakeandsalshow.com, Sal.
You can buy our shirt, stickers, hoodies, Universal Roku TV remotes, and more from our T Public store. Click on the T Public link on our website, or go to T Public and search the Blake and Sal Show.
Funny part is, I'm sitting in the office, and the Roku is actually with Mandy at the hotel, or I totally pick up the remote control. He's like sitting on his desk.
Oh man!
So you should do, you put a sticker, they put it on the back of the Roku. Boom, you got it. Obviously,
That's your solution to everything. Just slap a sticker on it.
Dude, we have so many damn stickers. They should. The cheapest item we have at the store. All right. Not all that's available. We're right back. All right. As always, go pick up Andy's book. I know I am available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and at Orange Publishing. Now in English and in Spanish.
And soon in German.
Are you recording that? Oh man. So I just got visited by the dog. So I'm actually up in the office today, which is like Studio B now because Studio A is downstairs. So I'm up in Studio B today, and because Minnie isn't here, I figured I'd take over the office. And the dogs are so confused. Like, why is there somebody up here on a weekend anyway? Let alone. So all right, real fast. Wait, turn that up. Yeah, I lowered the music, lowered the volume for Mike's music, and I forgot to do this. There we go. All right, so this week in Blake and Sal history, there's not a whole lot. I wanted to do it real quick. This is from March 4th to March 16th or March 10th, and the only real thing on here is the first appearance of Wisconsin independent wrestling promoter Dave Hero on March 6th, 2016. Funny part is, I think that was promoting the Super Friends Fest convention we went to, or Blizzard Brawl. I think that was because the Blizzard Brawl was in December, but I did see that guy wrestle in a freaking steel cage match, one of the longest steel cage match I set up in my life. Hey, what a weird! I've seen weird wrestling shows over the years. I really have.
I'm sure you have.
But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to actually do a sports show, which is something we haven't done I think since this year started. It's the first time. So let's hit this for the first time.
Now, let's see what's going on in the wild world of sports.
I haven't made it for sports. I just haven't had a chance to use it.
Oh, I was going to say, that's new.
Hey, we haven't had a chance to use it for anything. So, thank you, Kurt Hoffman, as always, for our wonderful intros that we use. By the way, do you recognize the music?
I didn't even hear music at all.
Okay, well, there's music there. It's the old NHL Tonight music from like the 90s.
Nice.
Yeah, I brought that music because it's perfect.
Sweet.
So anyway, NHL trade deadline happened, and I was telling Sal this might be the wildest trade deadline we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you think about that, man? Because that has been crazy.
Oh, it's just you got these people carrying like salary for other teams, people randomly just hopping in, draft picks flying, like so many. I feel like the whole first round was traded just about in this upcoming draft. I don't know what's left. You got teams that are like 4 places out of the playoffs, like to making trades, and like I'm looking at you, Ottawa. Like teams that are like not even really close to it, and it's like, you know what, we're gonna get in there too. Like,
I love that Washington just kind of like, we're done. We're just doing Ovechkin scoring record at this point. We don't care about the playoffs anymore. What are we doing now? I love that about Washington.
Oh, nothing makes me happier than seeing that anyway. So
it's just funny to me. It's like, we're done. We're done. But there's just a weird sun glare. The sun literally just started coming in the window, of course, for the first time all day. Right now, of course. So even with the background, you can see the weird sun glare on the screen. So, so anyway, I guess let's get started. What I did on the run sheet here, I kind of went Devils first and then Penguins related, and then we have some fun after that, because there's some of these trades. I was typing out some of these last night, and one of them legitimately gave me a headache. Like, one legitimate. And we'll get to that one there. Like, I was typing it out, like, what the? I had to actually read like, I went to TSN's page to go through it. It's easier that way because we're all organized. I literally had to go to the subsection, reread it, and then go to the Instagram page to find the graphic. So complicated. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. But let's start with the Devils. And Sal, I'll let you read the first one because it's Timo time. Go.
Yes, even though he's injured. San Jose traded Timo, Scott Harrington. Who the hell is this guy?
I have no idea.
Antri Hataka, whatever. Teamer Abergam.
Some of the crazy guys that listen to those podcasts because these names out first try.
Zachary Edmond, 2020, a 2024 5th round pick to New Jersey for Andreas Johansson. Shakir Mukamadulin, I believe. Nikita, something starts with an OK. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing it. Which is sad because he's, was on our team. Fabian Sutherland, 2023 first round, a conditional 2024 first round, and a 2024 7th round.
So
and Scott, Devils legend Scott Harrington was promptly put on waivers and was claimed by somebody else like the day after.
I think it was like the Anaheim Duck or something like that. Something ridiculous like that.
Back to the West Coast.
Oh, what a hilarious trade this turned out to be. By the way, so 2 things I didn't put in here that I was actually heard on, I think it was on Puck Soup, that the first round pick is actually, ironically, despite the fact the Devils are like pretty much almost clinched for a playoff spot, a top 5 protected, which is very, very funny on its own right. That made me laugh. And the conditional 2024 pick, we don't mind this because it means that the Devils made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, okay.
That's how they get the pick. Is if we get to the Eastern Conference Finals
Okay.
with Timo. So like, okay, cool. I don't mind losing it. That means we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm not like that. So, Mike, as an outsider to this Cell thing, with watching the Devils do this trade, your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts were definitely a headache looking at all the conditionals because, like they're both conditionals. Because I think the second one is actually it's a second round pick that moves up to a first if you make the conference final. But it's like this condition, if this happens and this happens and this happens.
Oh, trust me, we'll get to there.
It's all over. But just from an outside source, my biggest takeaway was the fact that you were able to get Meyer without trading Mercer. Because that was the big thing that was holding it up for the longest time. And I mean, as you've seen, what Mercer scored in like 8 straight games now. So like that was like the big...
He set a record for most consecutive goals in a game by a player under 21, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. And the fact that you have Timo Meyer's rights for next year as well. Now, what you do with those rights is, hearsay. But so it's not even just a rental for this year. Yeah, he's technically a free agent after this year, but he's a restricted free agent. So even if you lose you get draft comp. You might get some of those picks back anyway.
So it's a good point.
Yay.
Good point.
So no, I think it was a huge pickup for your top 6, and I think it was. I mean, you didn't really get rid of anyone. The only player that's like, it sucks getting rid of is Zetterlund. But even then, it's like, I mean, compared to Timo Meyer, it's not even close.
I agree, 100%.
Johnny Hockey who? Johnny Hockey who?
Exactly. And by the way, Janssen also was a big favorite over Local Devils podcast, only because they love calling him a football player because of his name. So they have whatever with that. But no, I love this. I feel like that freaking Fitz decided we're just going to do whatever we want and get Timo Meyer and just throw players at them. Say, look, I'm not trading anybody good. I'm not trading anybody actually good. Yeah. But the funny part about this trade was that they announced it, NHL Network like the Devils acquired Timo Meyer. 4 hours later, here's the trade. Here's the trade.
I think they were still trying to figure out all the conditional picks.
No, that's hilarious part about that trade. Oh man. So there was one other Devils action. God.
Yeah, the Vancouver Canucks traded Curtis Lazar to the New Jersey Devils for a 2024 fourth round pick.
Yeah, well, it's a fourth round pick. I don't even know much about Curtis Lazar. It's an easier name to say than most of the name we just said in the last trade.
Yes.
So much easier. All right.
Yes.
So we get to Pittsburgh. I'm going to hand this over to Mike because I had a headache with a couple of these. But first one, this one actually has to do with Pittsburgh directly. This is a 3-way trade. Go for it, Mike.
Sure. 3-way trade. The San Jose Sharks traded Nick Bonino to Pittsburgh Penguins for a 2023 7th round pick, 2024 conditional 5th round pick. And the Sharks then traded Tony Sund and a 2024 5th round pick to Montreal for Arvid Henriksen. And the Canadians will retain 50% of Bonino's salary, which is good because we had about 25 cents left in our cap. So that probably fits the bill.
They can buy a remote for that kind of money.
No, just the sticker for it.
Oh, right. Well, that's how much it costs to print. We have to make a profit, so it's got to be a couple bucks.
Oh.
They could throw one on their Amex.
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, yeah. I'm like, this is the beginning of this one team is going to come in for no reason, get a draft pick, and then cover cap. What's happening here? What are we doing? I just been a thing for years, and I never paid attention because I think it's happened more this year than ever.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Oh,
So
yeah. Wait till we get to some of the Boston trades. I feel like everyone there, it's like 50%.
Oh, trust me, I know. It's a good trade for Pittsburgh. I'm not going to lie. Pittsburgh, who's on the outside. I am trying not to talk about the standings too much here because we're obviously doing this a little early in the week, and a lot change between now and when this episode drops. But how are Pittsburgh doing this year? I haven't been fully paying attention because of the Devils being so damn red hot. I haven't been paying attention really outside of our team.
How the Bruins are doing?
The Penguins. How are your Penguins doing?
Oh, Penguins. We are just holding on to a playoff spot, barely.
Okay. Well, at least you're it works. Like I said, I haven't been fully paying attention, mainly because of the Devils are actually in a race for the division lead and everything. So like, I've been more paying attention to the Rangers in Carolina. So
We're in our own race.
hey, good for you. That's good for you guys. I'm not gonna lie. And then you guys did pull a different trade with Nashville. Go ahead.
Yes, this was my favorite of the two because Bonino, he was good when we had him, but he's getting a little older. He's like a bottom 6. But Nashville Predators traded Mikael Granlund to Pittsburgh Penguins for a 2023 second round pick, which is nice because so far we still have our first round pick for next year.
Well, there you go. At least somebody does.
Yeah.
I don't even have to watch the draft this year.
It's going to be really just Chicago, Montreal, and Nashville. It's the only teams drafting in the first round this year.
All right, so
in San Jose.
So I was going back. I wanted to see how far back we can go, and the whole trade deadline really started with this trade. But then on trade deadline day, this trade. I read the whole thing. Here we go. First of all, Vancouver Canucks traded Bo Horvat to the New York Islanders. We all knew about that. For Anthony Bowman, I'm not going to bother. 2 players that I have no clue what their names are. And conditional 2023 first round pick. This first round pick is top 12 protected. If it doesn't get obviously unprotected if it rolls over to 2024. Now here's the funny part. Vancouver traded that pick away. So Detroit, they traded Flip Hornick, a 2023 fourth round pick to Vancouver for the Islanders' conditional first round pick this year. And the second round pick of this year's draft. I'm like, what?
Why?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The pick went from the Islanders to Vancouver to Detroit if the Islanders are not in the top 12 of the draft.
What? Huh?
And if they are in the top 12 of the draft, then this pick goes to 2024.
Huh?
The kind of stuff I was trying to figure out, like, what the hell does that even mean?
I didn't understand that straight at all.
St. Louis Blues traded Vladimir Tarasenko and Nikolai to the New York Rangers. Rangers actually decided we actually want to play and get better. Give them credit for that. For Sammy Ballas, Hunter Skinner, a conditional 2023 first round pick, a conditional 2024 fourth round pick. I don't understand conditional fourth round picks, by the way. I don't understand those. And the Blues gained 50% of Tarasenko's cap. Sal, your thoughts on the Islanders and the Rangers doing their thing?
They're just blah. That's all I'm going to say. The blah. Blah. We had the best trade. Blah.
Fair enough.
And Tarasenko's old.
Oh, well, talk about old. Next trade, the New York Rangers. The New York Rangers, I feel like they're like, this worked in the 90s. No, it didn't. It worked once. One time. It's worked once for you to trade for players, and then suddenly you're going to have to win a cup. Happened one time. But here we go. This is the trade. I swear to God, I had to type this out twice just to figure out what was going on here. So, Chicago Blackhawks traded Patrick Kane and Cooper Zek to the New York Rangers for Andy Wadzinski, a conditional 2033 second round, a 2025 fourth round pick. The Blackhawks retained 50% of the Kane salary. That makes sense. Arizona was part of the same trade. Arizona traded I can't even bother. Billy
RV.
Thank you. To the Chicago Blackhawks. The New York Rangers traded the 2025 third round pick to Arizona because then the Coyotes retained 25% of Kane's salary. So the Rangers currently are only paying 25% of Kane's salary.
Can we also mention how Patrick Kane bitched and cried for this trade?
I know, seriously. I understand he had a movement trade. I get it. I understand. He got a new movement thing. But it's like Timo Meyer. He asked to go to New Jersey. He asked to come to New Jersey. Like, I get it. But, like, you're right. What the fuck?
What a little crybaby bitch.
Well, then he's at home.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well done.
Bravo, Mike. Bravo.
Well done, Mike. Very nice.
Well done.
Okay, where was I?
Oh, now how long is the salary? Is it ending this year?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's a free agent at the end of the year.
How funny would it be if he just like left and went somewhere else?
Chicago's looking for you. No, wait.
Oh boy.
So let's move on. I have to give Toronto some credit because at least they're trying this year to get out of the first round.
Yeah.
What the hell just happened here? Oh, sorry, Mandy just sent me a picture. St. Louis Blues traded Ryan O'Reilly and help me.
Noel Akari.
Noel Akari.
To the Toronto Maple Leafs for
Mikhail Abrov.
go ahead, Mike, do it.
Adam Guadet. 2023 first round, third round picks. It just says third round picks.
It's 2023 first and third round. That's what it was.
Oh, first and third. Okay. 2024 second round. Blues retained 50% of O'Reilly's salary. Then Minnesota Wild jumped in, traded Josh Pilar to Toronto Maple Leafs for a 2025 fourth round pick, also retaining 25% of O'Reilly's salary.
What is with these teams jumping in for no reason, taking a quarter? Like what? Like why? A 2025 fourth round pick is not worth like $6 million.
Well, that exactly. Like I don't understand. This has happened. It happened a lot. I figured this happened more this year than normal. Like it really happened a lot more.
So weird.
And it kept happening. And the funny part is they started making jokes about it in the TSN articles. Making jokes.
Was the salary that big? What was he making? 10 million?
I will look it up. I actually don't know. I'll look it up right now.
O'Reilly, he was probably close, maybe like 8, I would say 7 or 8. But here's my curiosity out of it, just out of not knowing how these like retaining of the salaries work. Since they get paid by those teams, do the taxes get taken out by those states? I'm not sure exactly like how that
would assume so.
Working.
That's a good question.
Right?
Good question. That's a very.
And do you get a bunch of paychecks? Like, okay, here's my check from the Blues. Here's my check from the Wild. Here's my check from. Wait, where am I in Toronto now? Like,
yeah.
All right. So I just looked it up, by the way. So his full cap is 10.2.
oh, okay.
Ouch.
Wow.
And Toronto is only covering 1.875.
He's not even worth that much anymore. Just saying.
So yeah, that's
agree.
for the cap friendly. So there you go.
Thank you, cap friendly. We like them.
Yes, I look like cap friendly. I know they always have this information. They're always great at that. I'll go there. All right. I only put this down here because I didn't even realize Shea Weber was still playing. Shea Weber in a 2023 fifth round pick to the Arizona Coyotes. Apparently, he wanted to go back to college. And for Dustin Mayo, I honestly thought Shea Weber retired at the Predator. I forgot he was still playing. I forgot.
This had to have been a cap dump.
What was that? What was that, Mike?
Oh, I said this had to have been a cap dump. Like this was probably him getting too much money for not doing anything, and they probably needed to open up cap to try to do something else. I can't imagine this was like even really worth anything.
Arizona has all the money. That's what I'm getting out of this deal. The Arizona has a fucking student section, yet they have all the money for all these players.
Maybe they're doing like on-campus fundraisers with selling M&Ms and cookies.
The players have to go around selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yes.
Thin mints for a plane ride.
Sucky $5.
Well, he's on Arizona now, so.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The funny part about the Mullet Arena, they legitimately have a student section. We're making fun, but they legitimately have one in the Mullet Arena for Arizona State students. Like, we thought we were joking. Remember, we were joking about that when Arizona moved here, and then I found out people that they legitimately have one. That's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. All right, let's move on. Sal, why don't you take the next one? The next National Predator trade, because I laughed so hard when I said this to you. So I had to put this on here.
Wait, are we skipping the
Nina Meyer. I forgot about that one. Nina Meyer, Trump, the National Predator trade, Nina Meyer to the Winnipeg Jets for 2024 second round pick.
Okay.
I feel like
that's
doing stuff.
And then Nashville Predators traded Tanner Janot to the Tampa Bay Lightning for Cal Foote. Oh, Jesus Christ. 2023 third round pick, fourth round pick, and fifth round pick, 2024 second round pick, and a 2025 first round pick. Why are they not picking at all this year?
Trade. Like, what? Mike, do you understand the trade better than we do? Glad to understand this one at all.
I mean, not for nothing. I don't think Tampa Bay needs all those picks.
That's probably one of it. Honestly, I have absolutely no idea. I just, in my mind, I think it's just like you trust Tampa's like GM because of everything he's done. Maybe he knows something we don't. He definitely makes more money than we do, but I did not understand this trade whatsoever. Like, I'm going to throw my entire draft at this basically maybe bottom six guy that we could plug in here and there.
Yeah, I read. I said I got the going through the. I'm like, look at this ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hey. Let's move on. Might take over to the Blackhawks and Toronto. This weird trade. Go.
Oh, I lost it. Okay. I lost it. Of course, I clicked to see how many points. Janot only has like 12 points this year, by the way. Anyway, Chicago Blackhawks traded Jake McCabe, Sam Lafferty, and a conditional 2024 fifth round pick and conditional 2025 fifth round pick to Toronto Maple Leafs for Joey Anderson, Pavel Gogolev, conditional 2025 first round pick, and a 2026 second round pick. Blackhawks retain 50% of McCabe's salary, which I can't imagine is too much. And Chicago's 2025 pick is top 10 protected because I'm sure they will still be a dumpster fire by then. So
now we're in 2026 when it comes to draft. The funny part is, I remember a few years ago we were making fun of like a bunch of these trades, and like 2020 was like so far away.
I know.
Now we're making the exact same jokes. So, by the way, so you're wondering, who we're looking up here was McCabe. His cap hit was 10.8.
what?
What?
I'm looking at my cap friendly.
Why was he getting paid so much money?
Oh,
Oh my god.
I
that's
thought it
why.
was going to be like 4.
Oh, that's why.
400?
I couldn't believe it. Like, what?
Wow.
He's worth 2 of your stickers.
Oh, my
And
God.
that poor 15-year-old in the second round in 2026 is gonna have to go to fucking Chicago.
He's staying in school a little longer.
Oh man, where the hell were we? We have a 3-way trade. Sal,
Yay, another one.
go for it, Sal.
Let's see. We have the Washington Capitals traded Dmitry Orlov and Garnet Hathaway to Boston Bruins for Craig Smith, a 2023 first round pick, a 2024 third round pick, and a 2025 second round pick. Capitals retained 50% of Orlov's salary. Then Boston Bruins out of nowhere was like, hey, we'll give Minnesota Wild a 2023 fifth round pick, and we're gonna pay Orlov 25% of his salary, which now I'm gonna assume is like probably like $18,000 million.
So I looked it up. His cap is only 6.8.
Oh, okay. Well, that's more reasonable, I guess.
Yeah, but still, like, it's exactly. Look, what's funny? By the way, so cap friendly. They already updated it. They already updated things. It's like cap hit, retain salary. That's the next sentences. Explaining this it's cap friendly thing, which I gotta admit is pretty damn funny. All right, where are we? Washington Capitals. Apparently, Boston's not drafting much in the first round either this year. Washington Capitals traded Eric Jefferson and Boston's first round pick from earlier to Toronto for Rasmus Sandin. I love the fact that people are now trading other people's picks in trades. Like, that's what this year's drop. That's what this year's trade turned into.
Oy vey.
Like, it's so ridiculous, some of these trades. Let's see here. I'll do the next one. Nashville Predators, they also traded not the England, but by the way, it makes me sad because I watched him play with the Admirals. That made me sad.
Well,
and a 2024 sixth round pick to the Edmonton Oilers for Tyson Barrie, Reese Schaffner, a 2023 first round pick, and a 2024 fourth round pick.
Why are you trading a sixth round pick? Who good
Yeah,
is
exactly.
in the sixth round? Sheesh.
For a sixth round pick, and you're getting back a first and a fourth, which is weirder. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, you're right.
Ay. So, Mike, go ahead. You do the next one. Another one of these complicated ones. Go.
Oh,
No. This is a fun one. I call this the Jonathan Quick theory. Go ahead.
I loved this one. So I'm excited for this one.
What a
Columbus
bitch.
Blue Jackets traded Vladislav Gavrikov and Jonas Korpisalo to Los Angeles Kings for Jonathan Quick, conditional 2023 first round pick, 2024 third round pick. The first rounder will downgrade to a 2023 and 24 second round picks if the Kings miss the playoffs. Then the Columbus Blue Jackets traded Jonathan Quick to the Vegas Golden Knights for Michael Hutchinson and a 2025 seventh round pick. Blue Jackets retained 50% of Quick's salary.
And like, what a bad trade, because you literally didn't even get the guy for like 24 hours, and now you got to pay half his salary.
But you know what? I have to give credit where it's due. That they're hilarious. The people on social media for this stuff has been hilarious because the Devils put out something for Harrington. When Devils fan has fun with that one with Harrington. The freaking Columbus Blue Jackets official Twitter page put up a banner rising a Jonathan Quick as a Columbus Blue Jacket. I lost it when I saw that one.
What a bitch. He didn't want to play with Johnny Hockey.
Apparently, he didn't want to leave Los Angeles unless he was actually traded inside the freaking time zone. That's what I figured out. He didn't want to adjust his time zones. I couldn't believe this one. Like, funny part is the trade happened, and like 2 hours later, I saw a report. Jonathan Quick refuses to go to Columbus. I'm like, what? You can do that?
I was gonna say, I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's something you can do. Oh my god! Yeah, I laughed way too hard when all this is going down. Like, it's so ridiculous. I'm like, so glad we don't have to deal with this problem. So glad we don't have to deal with this. Oh man! Speaking of complicated trades, Sal, go.
Arizona Coyotes trade Jacob Chicharron, right? Sure. To the Ottawa Senators. Yeah, sure. To the Ottawa Senators. Conditional 2023 first round pick, conditional 2024 second round pick, a 2026 second round pick if the world even exists by then. The 2023 first round pick is top 5 protected, and that means if met is if met it's unprotected 2024 first round pick.
It rolls over to a 2024 first round pick unprotected if it's in the top 5.
Okay. If the Senators make the 2023 Eastern Conference Finals, yeah, okay. The 2024 second round pick becomes top 10 protected first round pick, and if met, it's unprotected 2025. I give up. I can't follow this. I'm reading it and I can't follow it. I need a pie graph. I need a pie graph.
Welcome to the trade that gave me the headache. This is the one that gave me the headache. So if I understood,
what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
It means that if the Senators make the conference finals, which isn't going to happen, we don't have to worry about any of this shit.
Oh, okay. That sounds good. I like that description. Thank you. That's much better.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to.
Oh my god. So, all right. Okay. So, where are we? The Detroit Red Wings traded Tyler Bertuzzi, the Boston Bruins, for a 2024 first round pick. At least that makes sense. A 2025 fourth round pick. The Red Wings retained 50% of Bertuzzi's salary, and the first round pick is top 10 protected, which is possible with Detroit. But they that pick, so that actually makes sense. I'm going to save the last one for Sal because I know it cracked him up. So I'm like, I'll send the next one to you. Go ahead.
All right. The Anaheim Ducks traded John Klingberg to Minnesota Wild for Andre Suter, Nikita Nesterenko, and a 2025 fifth round pick. Ducks retained 50% of Klingberg's salary.
Very simple, very simple. At least that makes sense. At least it's the team that actually, traded him is retaining the salary, and not like Arizona swoops in and takes 25% of the salary again.
I swear, one of these years you're gonna see, and the Golden Knights take 10% of the salary, and the Ducks take 10% of the salary, and the Sharks take 7% of this. That's what you're gonna see.
Close this year of that happening. We were close.
0.2%.
Yes,
It becomes a ridiculous math problem.
1% of the salary and get a 2033 7th round pick.
2033. The funny part is not even that far fetched because what do you think? Did I see NBA trades that were like the 2030? Like I heard some weird NBA trades like that. Right there in that line. Like, what are we thinking? Like, really? Why are you thinking that far ahead? Like, honestly.
I know.
Ay. Well, the last trade, this one, I only put on here because it cracked up Sal and he sent it to me. This would have been off my radar if he didn't send this one to me. Sal, go ahead.
Okay, so Calgary Flames traded Brett Ritchie and Connor McKee to the Arizona Coyotes for Nick Ritchie and Troy Stetcher. So imagine being, on Calgary, being Brett Ritchie and being like, yay, my brother's coming to play with me. And then you find out you're also traded, and then it's like you just literally swapped, and like the numbers are going to be different and the name's going to be the same on each team.
That's fine. I'm sorry, but this would have made me laugh. Like if it's ever happened before where brothers are traded in the same trade, not even like
that is an NHL first, yes.
Oh my god. Like it has to be. Like there's no what had ever happened before. Oh man. Like any thoughts on these last couple of trades that we brought up
I agree with Sal. Like one of the brothers must have found out first, like, oh, you're traded to this team. Like maybe without hearing like the rest of the deal. Like he probably like called home, like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to play with Nick. Like it's gonna be awesome. And then of course, like, oh no, actually,
you two were swapping.
Yeah, no. You know what? They probably don't even need to change the locker. It probably just has his last name on the locker anyway. So it's like, no, you're over there. Look, we already got it ready for you. We just ignore the Sharpied out number.
Actually, can they get away with not even changing the number? Can they get away with that?
That would be funny. That would actually be really funny.
Oh, that would be gold.
That would be hilarious. Like we didn't even bother. We're just gonna give you his jerseys. Like make sure they're on the right side.
They look like they're already the same size.
Yeah.
That one made me laugh. I was like, oh, that sucks, man.
Oh man. Well, that is the NHL trade. I gotta admit, this was wild, and the hilarious has been going through some of these trades. Like some of these trades are so ridiculous and so over the top.
Like, next year has to top it.
The next year, the only way you top it is by doing more weird percentages in teams coming in and like covering percentage of salaries.
Okay, I'm gonna call this right now.
Go for it.
If we get a 4-way trade that involves 3 NHL teams and an AHL team,
what?
I will shave my head and tattoo the NHL logo right on my forehead.
I'm just saying, so let's look at isolate that video clip. Oh, that'll be on my Instagram later. Not even the Joe Instagram. That's my personal Instagram. That's gonna go. Oh my god! So, all right. Well, that is that. I think actually we can probably get out of here a little early today. For those wondering, we're recording this on a weekend, and me and Sal actually like have a pay-per-view tonight to watch. So like. I wanted to get this done early because I have like a bunch of appointments this week, so I wouldn't have any time to record a normal show this week. So
yeah.
Happy you guys were nice enough to come on a Sunday and do this. So
on the Lord's Day,
yeah,
in my ass. I stopped going to church a while ago, so I can say that. I stopped going to church. I stopped going to church when our church decided to not give us insurance and that they were gay people friendly. So we stopped going to church. So, it's pretty fair.
Reason.
It's a good reason. So, all right. So I'll hit this Sal, and I feel like I'm on TikTok radio now with this one. But Sal, what do we close the show with?
I can't stand Taylor Swift, but this song's been stuck in my head. So this is that anti-hero song.
I can't even be mad about it because this song's stuck in my head all the damn time. This and the Megan Trainor Made You Look song are like always stuck in my damn head because they're on all the damn time. All the damn, I go through TikTok and it's there. I'm like, okay, I gotta skip these damn videos. I'm so sick of these two songs. Well, that's that. That's how it takes. Go.
Yeah, for more information on our show, including where you can find us on social media or watch the show on YouTube, go to theblanketshow.com. And please, please, don't forget to comment and leave a rating and review, and we will read it on the show.
Yeah, our anniversary show's coming up, guys. Some ratings and reviews would be great. I'll rate them on the show. Okay, before I even read over next week's show, so quick. So I put this stuff on TikTok as well. Somebody clipped on TikTok, and Mike actually made one of our clips had to get pulled off TikTok because of Mike.
What I do?
Because of Mike.
God damn it, Mike!
From the live show in February, the clip I put on Instagram, it was no issues. It was you talking. It's you and David joking about masturbation. And
oh my god!
Yeah, that actually didn't get pulled off TikTok because it was too dirty for TikTok.
Too dirty for TikTok. I've seen some shit on TikTok.
Yeah, that actually got pulled down. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What? Seriously, is this what the line is? Like, really?" Oh,
wasn't that Stern talking to a couple of years ago? Did that not get through to you?
Apparently
So anyway, next week, return of Pucks and Polishes. Finally, we were trying to do this in February, but we decided to roll it over to March. And it will be me. It will be me and Mandy sitting there and talking about her time at the Peloton Studios. These 2 times she was there now. I can say that. It's weird. As a matter of fact, when I hang out with you guys, I got to go and I'm probably going to jump in a class with her and high five her. I'm not doing another class today. I already did one today. I'm not doing another one, but I will jump in. I've heard on the leaderboard. But
Hey.
Yeah, well, I actually hit 750 rides this morning. I did that live ride this morning, so that was cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, all right. That being said, thank you, Mike, as always, for coming on. This was always fun.
always is, fellas. Anytime.
Yeah, I got to say, anytime you have you on no matter what topic, I leave laughing my ass off. So that's always a good time. That's always a good time. All right. That being said, I'm Blake.
Okay.
And you're listening to the Blake and Sal Show without Mark. Have a good day, everybody.
See ya.
Everybody agrees. Everybody agrees. It's me. Hi. Must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night.
Bye-bye, bitch. There it is.